Welcome back to Cosmic Spacehead. And so, yeah, we have to go back and get some money so we can buy a driver's license. Alright, so let's go. Use the bathtub.
So that, of course, requires me to use the bathtub to sail across, to throw over this planet, to go to hell,
so is it just me?
Machine.
Is it just me, or does Cosmos Sprite change colors when you go in and out of the water? Seriously, he was orange for like a moment there, but now he's red again.
I'd say if he actually went into the water, it would make sense to sort of make it seem like, you know, he looks different underwater. But
he's not underwater. No, he's in a bathtub. He doesn't actually get wet.
That's my point. Yeah. So your guess is as good as mine.
I mean, come on. The art director couldn't bother to keep that thing consistent. Whatever.
So is this machine literally the only way to get money in this game?
Yes.
Hey kids, you need money, gamble. It will always work.
Teo, according to this game, if you're down to your last dollar, it will always work. So,
of course,
might as well.
So literally,
even though it looks like you win.
So literally, seriously, he's right. With all cherries lined up, how did you not win?
Not to mention, there's only cherries in this thing. How the hell do I even lose? This.
Don't you see, Pedro? It's the third one is slightly above the other two. Therefore,
of course,
you lose.
It's like the combining puzzle in Super Mario Bros. 3.
Oh, so what is it like? They have to align perfectly.
Exactly.
Is this how slot machines work in Britain?
Just for the sake of being different, Pedro, yes.
So let me get this straight. In this entire planet, the economy relies on people using a single gambling machine in the premise to basically get their overall revenue.
It's abundantly clear that the people who made this game didn't really think that much about it. They just thought,
oh, cool setting.
Well, this was a point in gaming where lore building was an extremely optional extra.
Oh no, it was.
To be fair, to be fair, Dibs, when it came to point and click games, the lore building was, well, let's say it was more.
It was only really the likes of the Sierra games that really.
I'd say Dibs LucasArts also did that. Even if in a more nonsensical way, but there were exceptions like the Dig.
I'll just say this, even for this time, more story-based games remember to focus on their story. Right.
He does change the lighting.
He literally changes ethnicity.
And there you go. See, now he's how did they not notice that?
Is it meant to be a shadow or something?
Did nobody point that out during playtesting? Oh wait, I think I just answered my question. There was no playtesting. Thank you. Okay.
Considering how the original release was not even licensed by Nintendo, yeah.
So let me get this straight. When he goes into the bathtub, he becomes black, but when he comes out, he's Caucasian. Why?
Jova?
No, Jova, you're the only one who can talk about this without getting in trouble. So go ahead, Jova.
Jova?
Yeah.
Jova? I'm not touching that with a 60-foot pole.
That's why I said. That's why I said, Jova, you're the only one who won't get in trouble. Go ahead, comment on this.
Well, maybe he had the same operation that Frank West had. Experimented on. Yes, there was in fact a time where the Punisher was made black by a bot surgery.
Yeah, that works. Moving on.
Allow me to. If you think that's the odd example, if you think that's an egregious example of that, allow me to introduce you to the Ghost in the Shell live action movie.
It reminds me of It reminds me of of one of those Bible games that James Rolfe reviewed, where the same thing happens when a character dies, where he goes, where he gets like his skin changes to black when he dies, and as James put it, a reverse Michael Jackson. So it's
also Jova, it was Frank Castle because Frank West.
Anyway, do you have a driver license?
And all right.
Are you Larry Flint?
No,
I'm Flint.
I'm Barry Scott.
Then go ahead, and good luck. I'm not gonna bother to check if it matches. Alright, and this is where it becomes obvious that this was made by Codemasters, because this race operates on the Micro Machines engine. So, yeah.
So which one are you? The
yellow one. For some reason, you'd think I would be the red one, but I get the feeling.
Considering that Linus/Cosmo outfit is mostly yellow, I guess it makes sense. But it would have been nice if it was like an indicator that said you.
I know, right? I was about to say, how nice of the game to not tell you which car you're in.
Okay.
Also, cue the Crash Bash music.
Oh yeah, the one from God Death.
The Dingo Dial theme remix.
Oh, the can, of course.
That happens in engine. That happens in engine ball busting level. For this one, we use the remix.
Oh no, in the Japanese version, it happens in all of the racing levels in that game.
Wait, seriously?
He's right. He's right in the Japanese
Far
version.
out.
Yeah.
Remember when they tried to shorten this catchphrase in the 90s?
Amazing driving, dude. You've won a ticket to the Troitica.
So what are we going to see?
Thanks.
Oh, so are we going to see RoboCop there?
No.
No, dude.
Sorry, we're gonna see robots, but not RoboCop.
Seriously, is that a guy or a woman?
I don't think it's too important.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, exactly. Also, the monster is still playing with the balloon.
You know, Pedro, I get the feeling that's what the developers of this game may have asked. Does it really matter?
It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Nothing really matters. Everyone can see.
You know, if the song "It Doesn't Matter" from the Sonic series was made a few years earlier, that would have been their anthem.
Who cares? It's a kids' game. Kids don't actually think about what they're playing.
God!
It's like the Hi Am Daisy. It's like the Hi Am Daisy Persona 4 comic. Nope, you're just tired. Now stop thinking about things.
Okay.
All right. So now that we've got it, we're off to Detroitica, I guess.
Yes, but
Why is
first.
that country shaped like a gun?
It's America, Joe.
Remember, Teo, this game was made in London, though. So.
Oh, sorry, that was too cheap for a joke.
So is this a stereotype that these developers had?
I guess.
Stereotyping, bro. Well, Dweebs, to be fair, Dweebs, they got the whole "you got a license" meme decades before it became relevant.
Sorry, Teo.
Actually, America stereotypes us a lot. They think we all have the same accent.
Fuck.
So,
Allow me. I just can't understand the mind process behind this. Okay, so what would a teleporting machine sound like? Like an ambulance. Of course!
Not just that, make it the most screeching high pitch possible. Not even the kind of normal ambulance. There is a thing in physics called the Doppler effect, which applies to ambulance sirens for this very reason, to not, deafen people that are around.
Okay, so basically the idea is that I have to teleport myself to Formica, and when I use that, and I do that, another special effect will be activated.
When you use it, you call the ambulance.
It's like, and then Cosmo say, "Call an ambulance, but not for me."
Alright, so what happens when I teleport to Formica?
They say, "Do you have a passport?"
No, we already did the passport puzzle, Libs. We get a body double.
Wait, what?
For whatever.
The double cherry or something.
And before you ask, no, even the manual doesn't explain why the hell these teleporters have these abilities.
Not just that,
my own clone.
Yeah, no, Joe, I'm not doing that.
You can press the A button to alternate between them, and there you go. All you do now is you have to get both of them at the left of the screen, and you can start the next platforming level. And the clone will immediately be disappeared when you get out of here. So
I get the idea, but yeah, I don't think, Joe, that the game will go into the ramification.
No, it doesn't. The game clearly is on a very it's cool because, and that's it.
So we literally have cloning technology, and we're just gonna pretend like that didn't happen.
Let me put it like this, Joe. But this game operates on the most extreme form of rule of cool, in the sense that if something sounds cool in the developer's heads, they'll do it regardless of anything else. Basically.
How are you even supposed to know that this will happen?
That's the thing, Joe. If I remember correctly,
logic, I guess.
If I remember correctly, the manuals do hint at this, like that the teleporters have special abilities. So there is a hint in the manual.
Let me check just to be sure. I was only reading the Wikipedia article.
if that's the case, then this is one of those games that was great to have the manual back then, so it's a nightmare to play digitally.
To be fair, you're gonna eventually try out the telekeys to use the teleporter, so you'll eventually find that out on your own relatively easily.
Oh yeah. I mean, it's not so much that it's just that.
In the gameplay section, each major location on the planet, Linoleum, has a teleporting device which can be activated using a card. However, we often have Linus with a side effector card to complete a puzzle. To travel between adventure sections, Linus goes through arcade sections, where he has to reach the other side of a level, winning 3 falls enemies and collecting cosmic candy at the same time, and after 10 he gets an extra life.
And there you go, now we have a Pokemon...
10!
And now we have a Pokemon Yellow style of minigame. Basically, if you win the Prime Cup R2 on Pokemon Stadium using your own copy of one of the Pokemon games, you'll be able to
Pikachu server.
Yeah, that's the only way to legally / legit teach your Pikachu a surf. And I don't know if any of the modern games added some alternate method to give him surf. Or is Pikachu devoid of any surfing by this point?
Actually, I don't know, so on to Bulbapedia.
Okay.
Might as well.
Alright, and now we find, just lying around here, fuse wire. Because...
Fuse box counter, might as well.
And we can't go any further because... actually, let me see what it says.
Can't jump, apparently.
You can't enter
Leningrad without a visa.
This
Can we
world.
just teleport there?
Getting around in this planet is a bitch. Seriously.
I know, right?
It's a wonder anything manages to get done.
That's the thing, Jova. There's barely anyone living in this world. It's mostly just a post office, a passport check thing.
So who the hell does Cosmic even want to impress then? You know, with his discovery
That's the thing.
of anything, it might be better to just move to Earth.
That's the thing, Jova. When we get to the ending, mysteriously there's a shit ton of people in Linoleum now that we never saw. So
is everyone just staying inside or something, I guess?
I don't even know. Again, the developers don't care. Why should we?
So, does collecting that candy do anything?
If you get 10, you'll get an extra life.
Ah, neat.
There we go. The only other major event that I've seen that has a surfing Pikachu was for Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon by beating the high score of Big Boss in Mountain Surfing.
Ah, okay.
Without an event, at the very least.
Wow, look at these caves. Clearly left by our ancestors to show us younger men of the younger generation their stories.
Let's look at them then.
They tell of an ancient time when Ninomin explored the universe.
So basically, it's like Moana, where Moana also discovers cave paintings that show that her people used to be sailors. So...
Also, I could have sworn I saw one of those cave paintings move its eyes, so that was
just like in Scooby-Doo.
Fortunately, the secret tunnel works exactly like all the other platforming stages, where you just have to complete it once, and the game will bypass it for you after that.
Okay, so what are we doing now?
Okay, if I remember correctly...
You need the laser pointer, I guess.
No, we need the missile targeting devices. Okay, let's see if by this point the guy considers that we are worthy of it. Let's see. Go ahead.
My name's Cosmic.
Let's skip to the part, yeah.
Can I have it?
You need to have everything needed to make a bomb so you can have the targeting device.
You seem...
Yes.
So let me get this straight.
Now I can finally use this.
You, good sir, suck at your job. You're on the lost and found section. You give a joke book to someone just because they look ridiculous, and you give someone a missile targeting device. Why? Because they have everything they need to launch a missile. Because that's definitely a safe thing to do. It's not like the person asking you for it can be a terrorist or anything. Good idea, guy. Good idea.
I was about to say, that's kind of enabling terrorism, isn't it?
I mean, seriously. So, Wiz, what do you think of your country's attempt at breaking into the put-and-click genre?
Well, I mean, it could have been worse.
True.
Yeah, you know, they could have had their currency be in mud.
Alright, what's next? If I remember correct... Oh, yeah, I think I'm going to teleport... Yeah, that's it. Basically, I'm going to teleport to that other place, so I can see what... Try to... However, I don't have the... I was trying to do it, but I don't have the telekey yet. I just forgot that I still don't have the telekey for it, so... Whatever, back to where we were. Let's... Alright, let's actually do this properly now. Okay, so the first thing we need to do is get the fuse wire. I think that's the first thing I use. Oh yeah, the gunpowder. I forgot about the gunpowder. Let's use the targeting device on it.
Good, good. It's all coming together now.
We also use gunpowder, I think. Oh, fuse wire. There you go.
Just everybody.
Semi-primed
Good
missile.
move, dude.
It still needs more though. Also 90s. There you go.
The missile is fully primed.
And now I'm matched to light the fuse wire.
Of course.
Where are we sending this missile to?
To destroy the wall that's on the right so we can go through. That's right.
This
all
totally is not
all
an
of
act
this stuff.
terrorism.
And fortunately, there's a bomb shelter in there, so we can go in it. There you go. That's it. All of this work just to break down this wall.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how Linus deals with a fucking wall.
So basically, what you're telling me is that here's how you do a targeted missile that will hit exactly how you want to. You put gunpowder in it. You put a fuse wire in it. You put a missile targeting device in it. I don't even know how the hell that works. And light the fuse wire. There you go.
Also reverse pyramids.
It just works.
It just works.
Why are there reverse pyramids? Shut up.
Real cipher. I'm gonna say real cipher.
Oh my god.
It's
You think
cute.
this is where Bill Cipher hails
Is it?
from?
I think.
I
think.
don't know, Joe. The Q&A that he did on Reddit suggested otherwise.
You know, Dwebs, I think the Portuguese meaning of cool and the British sense of cool are different.
Alright, what's next?
Well, we're cool with class.
Of course.
Of course.
And now we got the Leningrad telekey, and once again, I can't
I
jump.
can't jump that far!
Okay, so what do we do? Let's see.
Do we
What?
have more frosting ice?
Surfboard, maybe? Or maybe, let's see.
The joke book?
We
You can
can't-
tell the water a joke, and maybe it'll go easy on you.
Looks like we have to come back here later then.
Damn it.
Well, Tail, look at it this way. What have we done? We haven't done yet in this specific spot.
Use the teleport.
There you go. So yeah, if we teleport to Leningrad, mysteriously, Tail, you'll gain a longer jump. However, so yeah, and by the way, this teleport machine can only accept incoming transmissions. It cannot actually teleport you to anywhere because
Wow,
I don't know why.
Jesus, you're right. Traveling around this world is so nonsensical.
What kind of dystopian future this is where they give children the ability to use space missile and the teleporter will go only one way. You need to falsificate your driver license, and adults will accept it blindly. Others will literally insult you.
I've seen some weird.
And the teleport sounds like we want to destroy your ear.
I've seen some weird video game designer logic in my day, but this
Cyberpunk 2077, move the fuck away. This game got you covered.
Also, to add on to the dystopian future, apparently using a teleporter can literally mess with your genetic makeup. It can create a clone of you or give you wacky superpowers.
Like, this goes beyond the silliness of the Silver Age of comics.
Like, holy cow.
No, this is silliness of the golden age of games too, because the 90s are basically regarded as the golden age of gaming, and there was and just like the golden age of any piece of media, silliness comes with the territory. So, all right, it's kind of like
Wasn't the Golden Age the era where Batman could have like a gadget for everything ever?
Why am I still here?
And could use a gun. Yes.
Maybe I got distracted. There you go,
There
Theo.
we go.
That's how you do it. Alright, so let's continue. Another platforming stage.
Oh man.
It's kind of like Theo in when Spoonie made his microcosm review, and he was making that little skit with the dolls, and he was, and then he brought up his Golden Age Superman doll, and and he was talking shit to, I forgot who it was, but and they're like, oh, what's this? Could Golden Age Superman be a racist? Well, he is Golden Age Superman, Spoonie. So. So
if you want to flash a cartoon where he destroys a Japanese bomber where he was supposedly carrying the most deadly bomb in existence, the irony. There we go.
Funnily enough, though, in spite of coming out at the height of that Golden Age, the 60s Batman in the TV show doesn't use guns.
Well,
No, because after the Silver Age, it was the Silver Age was the one that imposed the no gun policy towards Batman. He will still use weird weaponry like the shark repellent, most famously, but it makes a shark explode. But they will try to, the no gun policy was introduced first to be more, marketable to children, kind of like what is being said to Bruce in universe in the Justice League: The New Frontier. But later on, thanks to stuff like Batman Year One and other modern takes, it will gain more significance. Bruce having a proper code, dealing with criminals.
It's a good thing too if Batman in the 60s show doesn't have any guns, because I can imagine if they put it on Disney Plus, they probably try and airbrush them all out.
It's no, it boils. Oh, okay.
Actually, funnily enough, Dwibs, Disney Plus actually is more open with showing old content.
The only thing that they did issue a statement recently that in case of potential contentious content, we're just putting a disclaimer ahead, which is fine enough.
Which you probably should have done in the first place, as opposed to going through all that trouble.
Oh,
and yet, that being said, still not. It looks like no matter how much Whoopi Goldberg asks them to, it looks like we're still not getting a re-release of Song of the South.
Yeah, that's like I was saying. Warner Brothers pipped them to the post years before, even having Whoopi Goldberg do a video explaining the whole thing.
Yeah, Whoopi Goldberg is a very she's been doing this for years at this point. Whoopi Goldberg is a strong advocate for re-releasing all this media untouched because it helps with history and shit.
Where the heck
what
are
is
we
this?
now?
A bus stop?
Let me guess, the buses are just as late here.
Basically, guys, the bus!
Okay, that is accurate to British buses.
Basically, guys, the bus is the one that's going to take us to Planet Detroitica.
Of course.
Seriously, any bus that arrives on time is a rarity, man.
You need to use the ticket on the sign.
That's the thing, too. I forgot something.
Oh god.
No.
There's one more item that I need before I leave Linoleum. Specifically, something that will allow me to bring evidence when I come back. Specifically, there you go, Jova.
Also, is Linus' attention span really that low? Because he's yawning for every 5 seconds every time he stops.
It seems like it, yes.
And the game just paused it.
No, it's...
I thought I paused the video by mistake.
No, don't worry. I don't know what the hell happened here. I don't remember this.
Forgot to edit.
Whatever.
Maybe you got called and paused the game.
No, I don't think that was. Whatever. Moving on.
The point is that we're moving on now, so.
Yeah. No. Yeah, of course. They'll always put. No, I'm fine with the disclaimer. That's fine. I mean, that's what they did with finally when they reinstated Song of the South, Gone with the Wind in HBO Max.
Oh, they reinstated it.
They did, and they put in a disclaimer with someone I don't know who it is doing the whole Whoopi Goldberg spiel.
Here we go. Well, on the plus side, the ambulance sound sounded somewhat in tune with the music that time.
That's very nice to know, Jova.
There you go. Well,
That's just in. If you come in via this teleporter, you'll be invincible for a few seconds.
Mm-hmm.
Now you can harness the powers of a god.
Now, if only Disney Plus would actually release the proper theatrical cut of Beauty and the Beast, that would be nice.
Wait, what happened with that?
Well, that's a faint tale. Okay, let me explain. Basically, Joe, you know how back in the 2001, I think it was 2001, but I don't remember the exact year. But the point is, back in the early 2000s, when Disney started to do that, was trying to replicate the Star Wars Special Edition stuff, because for some reason they thought this was going to be the new thing, where they added in that new song to Lion King, The Morning Report. They also did the same thing with Human Again in Beauty and the Beast. They added in that song from the Broadway show.
Snap! Which edition did they start doing that with?
The original,
the
DVD, yeah, with the DVD. That's the thing, Jova. Okay, they did that, and for a while that was the only version available in modern home video. You had to go back to VHS in order to watch the theatrical cut.
I guess I wouldn't know because I only had Beauty and the Beast on VHS.
Sure. That's okay. Not a lot of people know about this anyway. It's just that I'm that much of a nerd to know these things. Basically, I'll let you know. There's gonna be talking now. So, Dwebs, you can be the basically allows me to teleport. That's the basic gist of it. Dwebs, you can be this guy. Why not?
Alright, okay.
Assistant.
Can I help you, sir?
You sure have some swell cameras here. How much do they cost?
We have a broad range, sir. Our deluxe model PLW4 costs $456 Lido dollars. The Snapperman Deluxe Handy Holiday Camera costs $15.
I'll take the Snapper Man.
Thank you for your custom, sir. Don't be a stranger now.
Yeah, is
Please
that
call
supposed to
again.
be a jab at over expensive stuff?
I don't even know.
Yes.
British humor.
But just to finish quickly, that's what you know. We're gonna get the cutscene now, so hold on. I'll say
So
it later.
now we can finally go to the bus station and go to Detroitica, which will somehow lead us to Earth, I guess?
No. We have to go to planet Earth, and the Detroitica is on the way. Basically, we have to go to the Detroitica and find a way to get to Earth from there. Basically, Cosmic's plan is completely moronic and makes no sense. He's just wigging it, basically.
Almost as if he's a child.
If there are buses that can take people to planets, how has there not been a bus that's accidentally gone to Earth?
I guess that's a joke, Jova, the fact that despite everything, people still haven't found properly Earth.
Well, Joe, but allow me to answer your. Oh, hold on, for cutscene first. I'll be this.
wow,
Hey, driver, so how come the bus is so empty?
I'll be this guy. Traffic's been down all week. This actually looks a lot like a DOS cutscene. It's actually pretty good.
Yeah.
No one going or going back.
What?
Well, Robot Revolution.
Excuse me.
Robot Revolution?
Don't you know anything?
Apparently not.
It's chaos down there. I don't know why anyone in their right mind would want to visit.
How many years was this before the horrible iRobot movie?
This was back in 1993.
I think the movie was in 2004, so around 10 years.
I'm not a fan of iRobot.
No.
Basically,
It's an insult to Isaac Asimov.
basically, robots took over planet Detroitica. So we have to do something about that.
Is that supposed to be a joke about RoboCop as well?
I guess.
But yeah, just to finish, basically what happened, Jova, is later on when they made the 2009 Blu-ray Diamond Edition, instead of actually going back to the original negatives or masters or whatever they used to get the theatrical cut, what they did, Joe, you know how the Blu-ray advertises that, includes both the theatrical cut and the special edition with Human Again, right? It says in the Blu-ray box. It's not that, actually. What they did, Jova, is they remastered the special edition with the extra scene, and if you pick theatrical cut on the settings, on the menu, what it does is it just skips that scene. So basically, Jova, if you watch it, if you get into the point where the extra scene is supposed to start, you can actually tell when there's a little skip.
Oh, okay.
You know, so it's not actually the proper theatrical cut. It's
It just skips a bit.
it's and I checked when I got my Disney Plus subscription. It's still the same thing on Disney Plus. So
It's a predetermined skip button.
it's
By the
weird.
way, so which one's the default version?
The default version on
Special
Disney
edition,
Plus.
I guess?
The default version on Disney Plus, I think, is the theatrical version. I think, and by theatrical, I mean the fake theatrical version that I've already described.
So you're saying it's like a pirate version?
See, it's not even. You can't even throw out the old movie. They lost the archives. Excuse. This is a 1991 movie. You can't tell me that they don't still have the original master somewhere in there. Of course they have. Especially Walt Disney Company, which has always been very good about archiving their shit.
They archived Doug's first movie.
Well, there's no. Well, I mean, if you're gonna create an archive department, might as well use it and archive everything. You know.
Even the really crap things.
Well, why not? Right? It's your. That's the whole point. Not to mention, it become useful now with Disney Plus. Now you have more content to put in it, thanks to it. See?
True that.
All right.
It's like when they first announced all the stuff was going to be on Disney Plus. People were mocking them for all the stuff no one wanted.
Disney, get off your fucking asses and actually get back to the original master and give us the proper theatrical cut instead of this.
Was it shut down for COVID or something?
I don't think so.
All right. Let's just end the part. See you
ya.
for the epic conclusion, I guess.
See ya.
Yeah.
See you then.